BigHerc916, positivity, motivation. Never settle for average. You know, we do it over here. You know, I've changed up the music I listen to, and I try to be more aware of what I allow to water my conscious. You know, I don't want to put, you know, things that will cause negativity or anxiety or ill will. And when you plant seeds, you got to watch the seeds you plant. When I was younger, I didn't really trip off of like the music as much or the conversation. I didn't understand it. I mean, you can't expect somebody that's in their teens or even their early 20s to be as aware unless they were taught from a young age that these things have an impact on you. You know, I knew about the company you keep to a degree, but I was hard-headed and I still kept a company that wasn't in my best interest, and had to, you know, go down some roads as a result. But when it comes to what you listen to, what you allow your mind to absorb, is so important because it changes your vibration. Listen to this.
Your ear is actually a womb. Every word you hear, every song, every whisper, it's a seed planted deep inside you. It grows, nourished by your subconscious mind. Good or bad, whatever you listen to will be conceived, and eventually it will be born into your reality. Guard your ears like you guard your mind. Only let in what you want to give life to. The power of manifestation starts with what you allow in. Your ear is a womb. Nurture it with love, positivity, and affirmation, and watch your reality transform.
I've gotten to a point in my life now where I would rather just hang out with my wife and my little pups and paint or meditate than, you know, hang out with people who are stuck in a low vibration. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the world, a lot of things going on in society. There's different realities. There's not just one reality. Your reality is your reality, but there could be somebody who, you know, you drove by and their reality can be totally different. You know, some people think the world is ending. Other people are like, man, I'm being blessed. And it's just how you look at your reality and how you interpret the things around you. And if you want to change your reality, you want to elevate your conscious, you have to start working on subtly programming yourself to think differently. And I say subtly because it's not going to happen overnight. You know, people, oh man, you go to a seminar, you got a rah-rah, and you think, okay, I'm going to go make it happen. But it doesn't work like that. It takes time to train your mind to see things differently. Sometimes faster than others, but you have to retrain your thinking and how you interpret things and how you look at life. And, you know, it's hard sometimes when you have old attachments, whether it's family members, whether it's friends. You know, some people, they've been out of school for 30, 40 years and they still talk about that football game or, you know, that basketball game or whatever the case may be, and they're stuck, man. Even though they have families, they're still stuck, and then they see you as that same person in high school, even though you're way beyond that. You're beyond the guy in college. You're beyond the guy that grew up on the block. And the only way you kind of get out of that is to find people who meet you from the new you going forward. The old you is going to be embedded in the minds of the people who knew you for all those years growing up. But when you change, it's hard for people to recognize, well, wow, I never knew that you had that in you. I never knew you were capable of that. You know, some people say, you know, when did you start doing this, or how long you been doing that? And a lot of times there's things that you haven't revealed to people because they've been suppressed, because your mind has suppressed them for whatever reason. Maybe you weren't in the right vibration. But as you come to enlightenment and your mind opens up, you're able to start expressing yourself differently. You have different interests, things that you were involved in when you were younger, as far as certain talents, start to grow, and you can capitalize on these things. But you got to retrain your mind, and you have to kind of distance yourself from the old you. And sometimes that means cutting off old friends and family members. Not to say if these people, if they're people you want to hang out, I'm not saying cut them off to where, oh man, F you. But sir, you just gotta grow. You want to create new memories. You don't want to be stuck in old memories, for the rest of your life. You want to create new memories and start feeding yourself new nutrients. You want to give yourself all the vibration minerals and aminos and things that's gonna help it grow to become just a great spirit, a great conscious. That way, every time you do something, you feel like you're winning. You're manifesting things on a daily, and you just keep a smile on your face. You're in a different. No matter what's going on, it could be the world is ending over here, and you're still moving, because you don't allow these things to throw you off track. Not to say you don't acknowledge them, but you stay on your path, man. And that's the thing, is being able to find your path, but feed your path with the proper vibration. You can't be on two vibrations. It doesn't really work. You can't, go over here and bang on the block and then come over here and, do your thing and be in the resort. You can, but one of them's gonna conflict. One of them's gonna overlap. And usually the lower frequency has a tendency to try to pull you down rather than push you up. The upper frequency pulls you in a direction where others are attracted, and you're constantly building over there. But the lower frequency, because of the way it's set up, it's based on keeping you complacent and keeping you low vibrating. You're not gonna ever win over here on this low vibration, and you can't really pull it over to here, because those who are trapped over here are mentally trapped, and trying to convince them is not gonna work. You can't convince a pigeon to be an eagle. Now, an eagle can be hanging out with pigeons and not know that they're an eagle until they start hanging out over here in this upper frequency at the resorts and whatever they're doing at the beach or whatever they're doing, and be like, wow, and these people recognize, they're like, man, you're the truth. But over here, the pigeons don't recognize the truth, so they're gonna destroy you like every other pigeon. They consume their own. They're cannibals. These are cannibal pigeons over here. They're not flying. They're just consuming each other, So it doesn't mix. But you got to feed yourself the proper nutrients mentally so you can grow and you can elevate your consciousness. And you do it on a daily, you'll realize that instead of having these darker thoughts, you'll have these thoughts of just success and grandeur and positivity. And, you won't even entertain these other thoughts that you used to have. Oh man, this dude over here talking. You won't even think about like a person who made a bad comment on a post, or this old dude who maybe owed you some bread from back in the day, or this female who used to mess with, and this and that. You won't even think about that, because you've left that and you're over here because of the vibration you're feeding yourself. The seeds you're planting. You got to plant new seeds. You got to clean that old garden up, get rid of all the weeds, and plant some new beautiful flowers in that garden, man, in that consciousness. Conscious, and then it feeds into the subconscious, and then naturally you just start moving and grooving in a different way. So just something to think about, man. Water your garden a little bit different, plant new seeds, get rid of those old seeds. Some people are just stuck. They love still talking about that dark energy, even though they I'm getting the bag, but it's like, is it worth it? Is it worth it to get the bag, to perpetuate that dark ass energy, to keep hanging out with these pigeons who are cannibal pigeons? Or do you want to go fly with the eagles, man? The eagles over here, they're enjoying life. They ain't worried about looking over their shoulder at somebody, oh, you know, I'm gonna rob you for the Rolex. Oh man, I took his chain. Oh man, I'll go over here and do it. I mean, what is that about? I mean, at what point is that shit? At what point are you gonna try to get your own and build something? Gotta get rid of those people, man. Get as far away from them as possible, man. And they're gonna talk shit about you. Oh, you think you this and that. Oh man, to hell with them, man. That's the choice you gotta make, or you keep hanging out over there, man. Them people, they're gonna do something to you, man. But be careful what you allow yourself to listen to and absorb in your subconscious. You know what you listen to. You know, as these vibrations come in. Think about that, man. BigHerc916. Subscribe, share the channel, represent. Store and pick you up a sticker for your car, or a patch, or a sticker for your laptop, or maybe a beanie, or read one of the many books that BigHerc916 has authored. You know how we do it. Visit BigHerc916.com to pick up a limited edition GTA poster signed by me for $10, or with your purchase of a Wig Splitter Porsche t-shirt, I'll throw in a free poster signed by me for you. Oh shit! The po-pos are coming! I gotta hurry up and wash my ass! Go to BigHerc916.com, pick you up a bar of soap, and wash your ass, or else you're gonna be under arrest too! Oh shit! Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.